Hello, everyone. This one is for the Soul, Mind, and Body membership group, but I'm putting this out to everyone because I think it's a message that we all need to hear. So first, I just want to say thank you to everyone who prayed for me. I did not go to Verizon today. I found a way to free up some space. I still have a lot of work to do there, but enough where I could actually come and record a video more than a minute. So to all you members, you'll get another video to make up for yesterday. That was frustrating. Thanks for your patience. So the whole deal about the Soul, Mind, and Body group is so that we can share, so that I can share what I'm struggling with, so the other members can share what they are working on, their successes and their approaches, their trials. And we started the 21-day challenge together, and it really was a struggle for a lot of us because out of the gate, we kind of stumbled on our faces. And it was an approach of tenderness and kindness, and everyone was supporting everyone. Everyone knew that everyone else was in the same type of situation. And then it was a learning experience. It was me sharing reflection and what did I do? And I noticed so many things, soul, mind, and body. I'm really working on praying every morning. My mind, I am working on learning and actually putting what I know into videos and into information and into methods and approaches for everyone in the membership group, plus of course in these videos, the public ones. But it's always thinking, it's always learning and finding ways to teach it in my way, which is just plain old English. And in sharing my pure, vulnerable life and all of the things that I've screwed up, including coming out of the gate in my 21-day challenge after the first week with 8 pounds gained. We're in the second week of the 21-day challenge. I realized that, okay, I have a problem with sweeteners. Not sugar. I'm not eating sugar. I'm talking about like the stevia, which, by the way, I don't know if you know this. Someone in the group said that stevia is actually a contraceptive or acts like one. Sorry, I'm in a parking lot. Did you know that? I don't know. I've got to look that up. I have not looked that up. I'm not saying that this person isn't telling the truth. I just haven't verified it, and I like to verify things before I pass it along. So, very strange. But I have a whole bunch of stevia in my house. I've got a lot of monk fruit in my house. I had a lot of erythritol, but I've kind of kept that on the shelf until, this whole study about that gets a little bit more clear, but I digress. So what happens to me when I have sweetener is my body reacts to the sweet taste just like it would with sugar. And so I started craving again. When I did not have the sweetener in my life, I was not craving it. And then I combine that with, sorry, I've got my steering wheel here. You should see, it's hilarious. I have my phone leaned up against a carton of eggs. I'm on my way to the real grocery store, but before I go there, I buy the fresh eggs from a local farmer. Keep it local as much as I can. So I got to bring my hands up. So bringing those two together, the sugar and the dairy, you combine those and it is heaven for me. Heavy whipping cream, sour cream, cottage cheese, heavy, not heavy. What is the other thing? Oh, kefir. Oh my gosh. I could just take that and glug it, but there's a lot of carbs in there. But when I add the sweetener, it's even worse. Plus, I was breaking my intermittent fasting with a huge fat mug, right? I had butter in there. I had MCT oil. I had heavy whipping cream. All of kind of my protein stuff after a workout, and it was too much fat. So my body fat wasn't being used. I was ingesting the fat. So I tried a few different approaches with protein, cutting out the dairy, and also being more hyper aware. When I was eating last week, I wasn't paying attention. I was just watching the scale go up every day. And finally I said, okay, wait a minute. I'm not paying attention. And that's the key. Behavioral change requires three things. The soul, it's a spiritual effort because we need to bring God to the table. We need to have His grace, His protection. We also need to hear His voice and discern if that's Him or not. And we need to fight the spiritual battle and cast out all those evil spirits that are pulling us away from being our holy selves. And then we have our mind. And our mind needs to be worked out. We need to learn all the time. We need to pay attention. We need to be in tune. We should not be falling into our subconscious programs that we have taught ourselves so often throughout our lives for decades and decades. We need to use our mind, capture that thought, and get rid of those emotions by tapping into the soul again with the spiritual deliverance prayers. Give them to Jesus, let it go, and then elevate ourselves and our emotions to God. That's a humility effort. That is paying attention with your mind and not going through life in autopilot. And then disconnecting those neurons that fire up when those emotions come and replacing them with peace, joy, and love, right? Calling on the Spirit of God to come in and give you grace. And then applying that in your life. And then we have the body. And that is a chemical, biological, physical interaction with all three. And if we are not working out the body, we are not working out the mind. Did you know that the best workout for the mind is to work out the body? Because your mind has to activate the body. And when you are working out and you're lifting weights and you are exercising and getting your heart going, woo, your mind has to make all that happen. It's actually better than those Sudoku puzzles and all those little word games and crossword puzzles and things for your mind. Keep doing those too. They're not bad, but exercising the body is where it's at. And then, of course, we have to listen to our body. We have to feel peace, and we have to feel our muscles changing, and we have to notice when things are and are not working with our body. Meaning, what are we eating? Is that working or not with our body? What are we seeing? Does it make us uncomfortable? Are we opening doors and windows into our soul and our bodies, right? To make us do things or to have us think things that are not pure, or go down the path of sin, which will keep us seeking happiness from somewhere else, something else. It's some outside thing that needs to make us happy. A drug, pornography, adultery, lust, whatever it is, pick your poison. So the body also needs to be managed. And the body responds to us and discipline because it gets stronger. And then you crave it. And your endorphins from working out and taking care of that body are way better than those external outside things. Ultimately, it's all three. It's the soul, mind, and body. You can also call it being holy, being happy, being healthy. You could also call it spiritual, psychological, and physiological. Again, I don't care how you look at it. All three of them go together in the behavioral change. So that's what we're going to cover next in the Soul, Mind, and Body group after we get done with this 21-day challenge that is happening now and wraps up in 1 week. So if you want to join and you want to learn about the soul, mind, and body approach to behavioral change and truly walk away with life-changing skills to continue down the path of holiness, happiness, and health, this is the place to be. It's $4.99 for a month. You could join it and learn a ton just in the first few weeks. I don't care if you quit, just come learn more things. Because the key here is we have to study ourselves. We have to go deep into our soul, everyone. And we are going to uncover so much. And it is going to help us put that meaning and purpose behind the change that we're looking to have. Go deeper in the why. And our identity is going to be fulfilled, because right now we probably have a little victim identity. Maybe we have other identities that are not the identity of the child of God, someone who should appreciate this body that was paid for at a great price. We need to treat it as the temple of the Holy Spirit. The soul that is within us needs to be nurtured and connected to God and guided by God and pure. And of course, our minds, they need to seek the right things, know the truth, research and study, and have that relationship with God to bring that grace in, to control ourselves and to determine what is truth, to have that courage to speak and that courage to choose the right decisions and actions and words. That's life. That's how it works. All right. Sorry this is so long. So for the first couple of weeks of the 21-day challenge, I have been observing the family that's out there who's sharing. They are affirming exactly what I thought. We need to have some actual teaching with methods and approaches to analyze our behaviors in the soul, mind, and body approach. It's awesome when it happens. It really is. And I want to thank everyone in the membership group for sharing. There's a lot of vulnerable stuff being shared, and that's wonderful. It's a place for peace, for acceptance, love, joy, and to know that you're not on the road by yourself. All right, everyone. One thing you need to know, because a lot of people were having problems, you have to have a YouTube account. All you got to do is go to youtube.com. I recommend you go on your computer because Apple iPhones are weird about it. So go to your computer, youtube.com, set up an account, and you'll be able to, from there, you'll be able to like videos, you'll be able to subscribe to videos. You do not have to upload your own videos at all. Then you can join membership groups. And then all it is your name and an email. And then you go over to my channel, Kendra Von Esch on YouTube, and then you click join, and voila, you are in the membership group and you get to see all the videos that are in that group. I hope to see you over there. And remember, it's a journey. Enjoy the 24 hours of this day. Open your eyes and your heart to see what God is trying to show you, and find something more with God. Soul, mind, and body. Such freedom, such empowerment, such joy, such love. And have a blessed and inspired day.